guys, welcome to my channel. This is a past life pick a card reading for Aries. Thank you for stopping by and listening and hanging out with me during this read. I appreciate it, and I hope this is helpful to you. If not helpful, at least interesting. Okay, for Aries, past life pick a card. Now I'm going to pull 3 cards and pull them over, turn them over so you can't see them. And you could pick 1, 2, or all 3 of the cards. Just look at them. You can pause the video, see which one resonates most with you. And then I'll flip them over and explain them. So we'll get right into it. Okay. I'll pull just 3. I will go over all 3, and whatever resonates, take it. Whatever doesn't, leave it. Okay? Pause the video, look at each card, see what one draws you in more. Could be 1, could be 2, could be all 3. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn over the first card. We have, oh, High Priest or Priestess again. This came up in the Pisces past life pick a card. All right. Get right into explaining this. In a past life, you could have been involved with your religion. Let's see, you probably already know that you were a high priest or high priestess during 1 or more prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You've also retained your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual power and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, and helping. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your true beliefs. So in a past life, you could have been very much into a specific religion, and you could have carried that in some way into this lifetime where maybe you're very spiritual, but you don't want anyone knowing your religious beliefs, or you're part of a specific religion and you don't want anyone to know, possibly, or you could be part of something that's been with you for a long time. It seems very familiar, and you're part of a church or an organization where you feel so drawn to, and that could have been because of past life experiences. All right, so we'll get on to the next card. The next card is Egypt. Egypt could have been part of the Egyptian times in a past life. This card signals a significant past life in Egypt, which relates to your present situation in question. When a negative pattern stubbornly refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond conscious memory. Fortunately, you can access and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate the past by pulling them out of their roots. So if you're gardening and you see weeds and you're weeding your garden, it's kind of like that, where these negative patterns aren't healing. These stubborn grudges aren't healing, and it could stem from a past life. If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you most likely had a positive experience in your lifetime there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt to tap into ancient memories. Much of Egyptian spirituality involved astronomy and astrology, so stargazing can also help you trigger insights and recollections. On the other hand, if the thought of traveling to Egypt is frightening to you, or you have negative feelings about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep-seated fears associated with your lifetime there. This is fairly common, as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Working with a qualified past life therapist or regressionist can help you release and heal old toxic energies. So you may have been, if you picked both these cards, or not knowingly, maybe you had a past life in Egypt, a spiritual, and you were some sort of spiritual healer or priest or priestess, some high-ranking religious figure. Especially if you're very drawn to those two things. So that could definitely trigger current lifetime situations and things, memories, thoughts, all that. And we also have Native American. Okay. You could have been a religious figure in the Egyptian times. You could have been a religious figure maybe within Native American times, or both. The Native American card signifies that you had an important past life as a Native American, which is connected to your current journey in this life. If you've been drawn to Native American artifacts, cultures, and spirituality, this is because they're familiar to your soul. Studying Native American teachings can help you awaken ancient memories and knowledge that you already have stored within you. This card can also signify indigenous cultures from other countries as well. Perhaps you have some hidden anger or pain because of a battle or loss during your time as an indigenous person. As with other past life traumas, a session with a qualified regressionist can help you heal this old energy. In this way, you can retain the lessons and love from that past lifetime and release painful blocks. All right. So Aries, I hope this was helpful to you. You can do research further into these if you feel drawn to any of them. And that's the end of this past life reading. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming to this read.